manager watching in tonight will be looking for. He'll be looking to see his fitness levels. Can he last the 90 minutes? Is he in tip-top condition to be considered for Sunday? I don't think his performance matters one little bit. You know, any passes that go astray or any shots he has at goals that don't either hit the target or test the goalkeeper, I don't think that matters one little bit tonight. It's all about his fitness.
This is the man who's at the centre of things tonight. Scott Thompson, the captain, and the man whose testimonial this is, and the reason we're here at East End Park tonight. 4 days to go then before United launch the defence of the Premiership. Let's hope that everyone here can get through unscathed tonight, and there can be just another little morale-boosting victory to go into that game at the weekend. Of course, Dunfermline, they talk about this for years, wouldn't they, if they could manage to beat a very strong Manchester United side, understandably so. Here's Woods, plays it up the line, but just hits Brown and out of play. Finn to Bamba. French centre-back, Stephen Simmons. Over to Phil Maguire. And that's back to Sean Murdoch, the number 2 goalkeeper. Just come through the youth ranks here at East End Park. Early free kick for the Scottish side. Just wonder if Hargreaves will be involved at the weekend or not. Interesting to see. Here's Owen Morrison. The skill there from Finn. It took a big deflection and behind for a corner, but good, clever feet from young Nicky Finn.
Well, I did say to you, Stuart, I thought there'd be a good football inside. That's what Stephen Kenny is looking for from his team. Looked as if it was going to be test the goalkeeper, deflected off Gerard Piqué.
Morrison's gone across to take. There's plenty of big men forward, but in the end, that was easily away by Fletcher. And out for another throw. Strongly away by Piqué, who was quite impressive last week at Doncaster as well. Now Callum Woods, signed from the Liverpool Academy. He'll be wanting to do well tonight. Simmons. It's poor. Brown. Piqué. Just looking at the lineup, it's like Phil Bardsley's actually playing in the centre.
I was just going to say that, Stuart. Phil Bardsley playing centre-half, Wes at right-back. Maybe a little indication towards Sunday.
Phil Bardsley, of course, predominantly a full-back. That's where he's made his name. Any concerns with Phil at centre-back tonight?
I think he's such a gutsy little player. I think he could play anywhere along the back four. Of course, his preferred position would be right-back.
For Eagles, couldn't really direct the header. Scholes now. Sylvestre. Maybe just a little bit too much on that. And Bamba will get that away. Big French centre-back at this sign from Paris Saint-Germain. It is great to see Paul Scholes again at the very heart of that United midfield, because he is essentially irreplaceable, Paul Scholes. Rooney.
The unfortunate thing about Paul Scholes, Stuart, is one day you're going to have to replace him. We talked for a long time about replacing Roy Keane and who the new Roy Keane would be, and you're not going to find one. And I don't think you're going to find another Paul Scholes either.
You can't just buy a Paul Scholes, really, can you?
No, he's an exception. He's an unbelievable player.
Eagles. Well, that's good, but that's clearly obstruction. Sam Woods knew what he was doing there. And Eagles, who's had quite a good pre-season, actually. Chris Eagles.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. He's come back again, and he probably got the shock of his life at the start of the season when he was told he was going on the tour. And then when he scored a couple of goals, he would never have dreamt that at the back end of last season when he was at Watford.
Giggs then will swing this one in. Bardsley was in there, but didn't reach him. Not enough on it. Maybe Giggs has got a second chance here. Asked a lot of Brown. Dunfermline break. Morrison stumbled. Hargreaves in quickly. Eagles, not much room in that midfield. Brown, Scholes assesses his options. Now Rooney playing in a very deep-lying role, looks for the run of Eagles. Flag stayed down. Oh, finally it's gone up. It was waiting for him to touch the ball, but play just seemed to stop there. Everyone knew Chris Eagles was offside, but the flag didn't go up until he actually touched the ball.
Yeah, you mentioned that congested midfield in there, and simply because of that, I think it's going to be a good test for Owen Hargreaves in there tonight. You know, in the early stages, when he's picked the ball up, there seems 3 or 4 white shots around him very quickly.
Here's Hargreaves. Tidies up. Back to Thomas Kuszczak. Edwin van der Sar is on the bench tonight, so United's 2 first choice goalkeepers have travelled to Fife tonight. Bardsley. Fletcher with a nice ball over to Brown, who it looks like will start the season at right back on Sunday against Reading. Thompson. Bit of head tennis there. PK in strongly. And Crawford. Nicky Finn. There's a little buzz when he hits the ball, Finn. Homegrown player. Woods. Crawford. Back to Thompson again. Eagles is all over him like a rash. And that's forced back to Sean Murdoch. Now PK, be interesting to see how PK develops this season after a successful loan last year at Real Zaragoza. I think they were very keen to keep him, actually. He did very well in La Liga, PK, which is... I mean, La Liga is a very good league, and they qualified for the UEFA Cup. They did a very good job over there, PK.
Well, tonight's a big test from playing against 2 experienced players, and Jim Hamilton and Stephen Crawford, and big test for young lads like PK and Phil Bardsley. They know the game. Crawford, Hamilton scored a lot of goals during his career up in Scotland.
Barnsley's ball is cut out. PK in first. Hargreaves bravely in with his head. PK will have a second chance to spread one. It's a great ball. Flags up though. Flags up against Fletcher. Must have been looking along the line, but it was an excellent pass out there to Darren Fletcher, back in his native Scotland.
Well, it was a wonderful pass from Gerard Piqué, and it just shows you his time spent in Spain. It was all worthwhile. Played him in midfield for most of the time at Zaragoza, and 2 or 3 games I saw on the television, Stuart, he got stuck in and looked a real asset for them.
It's really good experience, that, better than, you know, playing in the reserves or going out on loan to a lower division. It's great experience in La Liga. Goalless on this bright, this dry evening in Fife. It's easy for Kuszczak. Could be a break on here with Fletcher. Gets there first, and Brown could release Fletcher again. Now, will he keep this in? He's got a chase on here. He's looking for his options. He's got Rooney in the middle. There is Rooney! Oh! Didn't quite get hold of it properly, but I tell you what, it was a lightning fast break from United.
Wonderful ball from Darren Fletcher. I would say 9 times out of 10 Wayne would have put that in the back of the net.
Well, we always expect We always expect him to score, though. We expect miracles sometimes from Wayne Rooney. Maybe it was a good opportunity there for Wayne Rooney, who has looked very sharp in pre-season. Good run from Fletcher.
It was a great run. When he gets to the dead ball line, he's got to find Wayne Rooney right to his feet, and with his right foot just glides it wide of the target.
But he has been lively in pre-season, Rooney. 3 goals in Asia, 1 against Inter Milan. He got a winning penalty in the Community Shield. Here he is again, trying to force a way through. Goalkeeper in the end, Sean Murdoch, safely gathers. But there were 3 white shirts around him there.
And one massive white shirt was Saul Bamba just leaning on Wayne Rooney.
Well, you think Wayne Rooney sometimes has injury problems or disciplinary problems. I tell you what, he made more starts than anybody else last year. 51 starts. Better when he was suspended at the start of the season. Incredible, 51 starts.
Well, you just get the impression, Stuart, he's that type of lad who just wants to play football every week. No resting for him, wants to be on the pitch. And I think the only time he's a bit disappointed is when he's not selected and he's given a little bit of a rest for a bigger game coming up.
I think he was quoted over the summer saying he got bored really over a couple of weeks and that was it, and he wanted to play football again, which is a great attitude really. And the great thing about him, he plays the same way in every game, whether it is a friendly or an international, or he just play whatever competition it is. He only really knows one way to play. Woods to Thompson. Crawford attacking Wes Brown. Into Finn. Crowd imploring him to shoot. He does shoot, took a deflection. Corner kick.
No, it's good play from Dunfermline, knocking the ball about, just causing us 1 or 2 problems in there. But good defensive play in the end up. I think it was Wes Brown this time. Throws his body in the way of it, and another corner to Dunfermline.
In it comes towards that near post, just hits Fletcher. They'll have a second chance. Fans in that stand behind the goal shielding their eyes from the sun, which I'm sure they have to do very often during the course of the season.
Up in Scotland you're talking about.
In it comes again, more dangerous one this time. Simmons will be able to tidy up. Little 1-2, good ball. Simmons! Great effort. Nice 1-2. And Kuszak was called into action.
Yeah, good play again from Dunfermline. I just thought Simmons, position he got himself into, I just thought he'd smash it hard and low across the face of the goals. Goes for the target. Good save.
So, another corner, in it comes, away though, this time strongly by Piqué to Rooney. That's clever. Eagles read it. Giggs is on the outside of him. Is Eagles going to go alone? Still he goes on. It's a really mazy run. They kind of ran out of options there, and back to Scholes. Giggs, instant control. Nice ball in, and it very nearly fell for Eagles again. And I think the flag was up, but stayed down. So that's going to be a corner kick. If he'd have made contact there, that could easily have been a goal.
Well, you see a player there full of confidence, Stuart. Chris Eagles on a mazy run, then eventually gets himself into the box, and as you say, just about makes contact. Corner kick.
Giggs going across to take it. One of the players who received a really great reception when he ran out to warm up before the game. It's flicked on by Piqué, but nobody there at the back post. And Dunfermline will be able to clear. Dunfermline are already up and running their season. Of course, United start on Sunday. Dunfermline started last Saturday in Scottish Division 1, where they had a bit of a shocking start. They lost 2-1 at Hamilton. Phil Maguire was sent off, so it wasn't a good start for them. But I guess in Scottish 1, they'll be seen as one of the sides who are favourites to get promoted back to the SPL as Bamba's ball goes awry.
Well, the manager, Stephen Kenny, blamed the defeat on the sending off, and an AstroTurf surface that had to play on as well. And although Dunfermline had been used to playing on AstroTurf themselves up until a couple of years ago when it was taken up by the SPL, they refused to allow them to play on AstroTurf here at East End Park. But, the manager just thought that not being used to it anymore was a problem for them on Saturday, and that he fully expects them to bounce back into that top league.
have been used to life in the SPL. They were relegated last season. They finished bottom, but that was after 7 seasons in the top flight. They finished 5th in 2003, so they had a reasonable run there, but had a dreadful, dreadful time of it last season, really, in the league at least. Morrison to Woods. Morrison again. Doesn't beat PK. Hargreaves flicks away and he was fouled. Owen Hargreaves has had a great career so far at Bayern Munich. I mean, essentially it was 10 years at Bayern Munich. As Wayne Rooney is caught offside, the linesman shrugs his shoulders. Wayne Rooney looks a little quizzically at him, but it all seems in good spirits.
Well, the linesman waited till Wayne Rooney actually touched the ball there, Stuart. That's what the problem was. And that's why Wayne's laughing. The linesman's laughing as well. And so is the referee. That's that crazy rule. You're not offside till you actually touch the ball.
Interfering and active and, oh dear. Either you're offside or you're not, I think. Is
well, that's the way it used to be, not anymore.
Bamber, powerful header. Hargreaves in front of the back four. Sylvester, who turns 30 tomorrow. Mikel Sylvester, 8 years he's been a Manchester United player. Brown. Fletcher. Rooney, always looking for the ball. Giggs tried to release goals, but Bamber take a lot to get the ball over him. Crawford. It's a good ball to Morrison. Can't find a way through, and Thomas Kuszczak is out to collect. But at times they have looked dangerous coming forward, Dunfermline.
Well, they did look dangerous in the SPL, believe it or not, Stuart, because they were a little bit unlucky to be relegated. Some of the games I saw them played some good football. Things just went horribly wrong for them towards the end of the season. Played a game against Celtic where for a long period in the game completely outplayed Celtic, didn't get the right score line though, and that may happen tonight as well.
Oh, late flag again against Eagles. He does find the back of the net. The flag was up. My sense was this is a pretty tight one actually. Eagles was looking along the line, but the pace of United's front men could cause the Dunfermline back four some serious trouble tonight. I think Eagles thought he was on the side there.
Well, once again, we've got the problem of when you touch the ball that the linesman is going to lift the flag up and wave it, and once again a delayed action from the linesman.
Bamber, I thought he handled it there for a moment, but play on. Hargreaves to Scholes. Now Giggs. Rooney wants the through ball. Almost fell to Hargreaves. He was bursting through from the centre of midfield there.
And he was onside. And that's good to see, you know, a player lacking a little bit of fitness, wanting to get forward, wanting to cover all areas of the pitch. Obviously to catch the manager's attention and force his way into the team for Sunday.
Neat interplay. Scholes and Giggs, everybody applauds that. Fletcher, Rooney. Giggs in the middle. Oh, keeper and Bamber got into a bit of a mess there. Breakdown in communication. Maybe the keeper doesn't speak French.
Well, he's certainly not going to argue with Bamber, is he?
No,
well, I wouldn't.
No, you just admit responsibility, wouldn't you? Again, United looked quite menacing there.
Come on.
Here's the corner. Oh, everybody missed it in the end. It was hooked away. It was a dangerous one. Scholes wins it back. Hargreaves. Rooney. He's looking for the run of Giggs. But Callum Woods left it. Had a play for goal kick. Ryan Giggs, fresh from scoring, of course, at Wembley on Sunday.
That was hard to believe. He waited 13 years to score that goal.
That's the Dunfermline manager, Stephen Kenny. Only 35, the Irishman who really made his name as the Derry City manager, guided them to the first round of the UEFA Cup last year. Dunfermline attacking again. It's a very good volley from Morrison. He struck it nicely. In fact, he probably struck it too well, and it flew just over the top.
Well, if he'd have managed to keep this one down, this was heading for the back of the net. Good ball into the back post. And Owen Morrison just at the back post. Lovely struck shot, just over the crossbar.
Now what can Rooney do? Lovely control. Bamba does well to get a foot in. Paul Scholes lurking. Hargreaves. Scholes. Rooney. Browns in acres of space on the right. Rooney's going to have a second chance here. And just floats in and out of play. Just at the centre of everything, though, Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, those are not the positions, really, though, Stuart. He's at his best. He's got to be in that box, get the ball into his feet in the box, and we'll see goals coming from him.
It's Owen Morrison, who had the volley, which did strike
Good
well.
shot, just over the crossbar.
He's only 25, Owen Morrison, but he's played everywhere. He's played for both Sheffield clubs, Stockport, Hull, Bradford. He's been around all over the place, and yet he's only 25, which is one of those players who hasn't really settled anywhere.
Well, there comes a time in his career when he's got to settle down, and maybe Dunfermline's that place.
Fletcher to Brown, always willing to bomb down the right-hand side. Fletcher again. Is Eagles offside? Yes, he is. Not for the first time tonight, Chris Eagles. We've spent so long away from Old Trafford, Chris Eagles. Watford, Sheffield Wednesday, Nijmegen in Holland. But, now back in the fold. Hargreaves looking to work something. Too many defenders. Back to Murdoch. Who clears. Where's Brown? Not taking any prisoners. Perfectly fair challenge. Fletcher. Rooney dropping deep again. Scholes just dictating the play right in the centre of midfield. Rooney. Bit of space for Darren Fletcher. Giggs. Just knocking it around here, United. Sylvestre. Hargreaves burst inside the area. Attempted crosses blocked, but he's shown a lot of energy tonight, Owen Hargreaves. I know there's no surprise there, but bear in mind he hasn't played much football in pre-season. He's looked full of vim and vigour.
I think he's maybe one of those fortunate players that even if he hasn't had many games under his belt, his level of fitness to start with is quite good.
Fletcher. Bamba read that. Done okay, Bamba at the back. Thompson. Murdoch away. Scholes to Giggs. Rooney wants the through ball. Hargreaves goes in there, hard. Now Morrison takes on Brown. Still he goes on, tries to do too much. Paul Scholes is back. And now there's a break on here. 4 against 4. Giggs releases Eagles. Thompson misses it. Eagles 1-0. Lovely finish from Chris Eagles, made by Ryan Giggs. Thompson, whose big night it is, couldn't cut it out. Eagles was one-on-one, and he made no mistake.
Well, eventually one of these through balls was always going to pay off. The timing of the run was brilliant. Scott Thompson obviously could have done a little bit better there, but Chris Eagles, he's still got to finish. He's still got to pick his spot, past the goalkeeper. And there's a young lad in form at the moment. He's never looked back. Goal at Everton, back end of last season. On the tour, he looked prolific. And once again, he's put United in front.
2 goals in the Far East. 1 here, started against Inter as well. Clearly he is in the manager's thoughts and plans. And, well, that was a cool, calm finish. Didn't panic, just picked his spot. It's taken until just after the halfway point of this first half for United to take the lead here. Hargreaves goes long this time. How good's that control by Eagles? Rooney. Scholes. not a bad ball, is it?
It's easy for him.
Fletcher. Bamba's there again. Hamilton. Williamson forced to go back. Simmons. Sol Bamba. Finn, the teenager. To Maguire. Finn again, Simmons. Again, it breaks down. PK back to Cusack. I guess that's Dunfermline's problem, really. It sort of tends to fizzle out a little bit in the final third.
Yeah, it hasn't dropped that kindly for them at times up there, but you just never know. They've been playing some decent football. Here we go again.
Onside, Wayne Rooney inside the area. Can he finish? Rooney, good save. Sean Murdoch. Sylvester, Giggs, Fletcher in a bit of space here. United passing them to death, really. Good defending, but Brown is in. Rooney. Scholes. No way through for Wayne Rooney. PK in hard. Fletcher. Rooney. Tries a little chip. Oh, unlucky. So inventive, so clever. And for a minute, I thought that was going to float over the head of Sean Murdoch.
Well, you did say unlucky, Stuart. I just think it's going to be one of those nights for Wayne where he's going to be unlucky. He had a golden opportunity early on, and then a through ball, which I thought he'd get onto. And then, once again, wonderful chip. And it looks as if it was sailing over the goalkeeper's head. Unfortunately for Wayne, it didn't.
Well, he has the ability just to create something out of nothing, because there wasn't obviously anything on there, really, was there?
But he spotted it. There wasn't a lot on, and he spotted the goalkeeper, what, a couple of yards off his line, tried to chip him. It would have been a fantastic goal.
You just get the feeling United could really just attack and score at will here.
Well, the through balls are going to kill Dunfermline.
Just so clever, so hard to mark. Scholes, Rooney, Giggs. Those little triangles, just difficult to mark for anybody, never mind a team from Scottish 1. Well, it's a delight to see him play, isn't it, Wayne Rooney? United ahead then, Chris Eagles, the goal scorer. But there should have been more. Bardsley does well. Fletcher. Hargreaves. Manages to keep possession. Hargreaves again. Well, he barely looked there. He knew exactly where Fletcher was going to be, but the first touch was a bit heavy. This was perhaps the best chance for Wayne Rooney. Good save by Murdoch with his feet. And then this delightful little sand wedge from Wayne Rooney, collected by Murdoch. But the first one, maybe. I
think he'll be disappointed in the first one, Stuart. And he's in the box. He's 6 yards out, side foots it, trying to glide it into the corner, and goes wide of the target.
So the man whose big night it is, Scott Thompson, will take this free kick. He wasn't involved. He was on the bench at the weekend, didn't come on, but. Say he's had a terrible time, missed the whole of last season with injury, but back in the fray again now. Hargreaves. Sylvester. Giggs lurking. Asks a lot of Wayne Rooney. Bamber gets it back to Murdoch. Must be a nightmare for defenders though, because none of these players appear to be in set positions. They seem to be playing all over the place. Giggs pops up everywhere, Rooney pops up everywhere.
Well, that is a nightmare for any defender, never mind defenders from Scottish Division 1. You get Scholes popping up in your box, and Hargreaves has done it 2 or 3 times tonight, getting forward. Chris Eagles has got forward, obviously, for the goal. And you've still got to worry about the front two of Giggs and Rooney.
It's a good run. Brown will cut it out. Fletcher to Giggs. It's Brown the wrong way there. Thompson will cut it out. Finds Morrison. Morrison, who's looked maybe as threatening as anybody for Dunfermline tonight. Going to get a second chance here. Finn. Giggs is in. That's great stuff from Giggs. Warm applause from all around the ground, and still he goes on, Ryan Giggs. Is it going to go all the way? Oh, he plays in Eagles. Maybe the better option was to either go himself or Rooney on the far side, but it's all very, very easy to say from here, because it was a thrilling run.
Well, many times we've seen him do that throughout his career. Pick the ball up, run at defenders, go past them at ease. Unbelievable.
Well, somebody should tell him he's 34 in November.
I was just going to say, Stuart, what is his secret? What's he on?
Well, Sir Alex recently said I think he's got about 3 years left, Ryan Giggs, and in 3 years' time, by then he'd easily broken Sir Bobby Charlton's all-time appearance record, which is an incredible record. 759 it stands at the moment. I think Ryan's about 46 away from beating it, 43 away from beating it, so he could do it this season.
Oh, he's going to beat that, that's no problem.
United ahead, and I think the big crowd here seeing some terrific play from the Reds.
That is the great thing about Manchester United, Stuart. Wherever they go, don't disappoint people in friendly matches. A lot of clubs play these friendly games and the players stroll around and the supporters go away very unhappy, having paid decent money. Certainly can't say that with Manchester United. Far East tour was absolutely brilliant, and tonight they've done well again tonight.
Scholes. Well, bear in mind there are 2 Manchester United. The first team squad split tonight, just to show how strong the squad is, that you can effectively have 2 first teams. Here's Simmons. Finn. Here is Morrison, always going wide. You see what he was trying there, but always going wide.
Well, that's 2 good chances now on Morrison's had. First one went way over the crossbar, and this time I thought, well, what are you going to produce here? Takes his time, comes inside, tries to bend the ball to the far corner, and once again wide of the target.
Just couldn't get the bend on it, really. Finn played that nice little ball to Morrison. Eagles. Tell you what, that's a great cross. It's just there was nobody there in the area. Terrific ball. On his so-called weaker left foot as well. Crawford. Hamilton. Crawford again. And Maguire to Simmons. Finn. To Bamber. Thompson lets it go. Callum Woods. Morrison again. Good passage of play, this. Tricky customer, Morrison. Awkward cross, but always floating over the top. That's the frustrating thing about wingers. They create a chart, they create a bit of space, and then they cross.
Well, maybe that's why he's moved on time and time again,
Yes.
different clubs. I mean, he's had 3, what you say, opportunities in good positions to do different things. First time he's in the box for a shot over the crossbar, second time in the box, bends it wide of the target, and there his third opportunity. Just got to drift the ball into the box, allow his centre forwards to get in there, but over the crossbar.
Simmons. Morrison. Brown in hard. Giggs. Fletcher. Hargreaves. PK to Fletcher. Giggs. Scholes. Now Rooney got a bit of space here to work with. Tries to play in Giggs. Here's Ryan Giggs. Oh, what a finish. Didn't he make it look easy? Absolute brilliance. Applause all round the ground. United 2 up. Ryan Giggs with a sumptuous finish.
Well, it's that through ball again. Ripping Dunfermline apart. Wayne Rooney timing the ball. Neat little pass into the path of Ryan Giggs. Could he finish? Not half. Wonderful finish. Lifts it over the goalkeeper. Cool as you like. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, was it me, or did he make that look very, very simple?
Well, it was simple for him. Wasn't a simple opportunity though. Goalkeeper's on his way out. You're getting chased by a couple of defenders. He looks up, sees the goalkeeper almost in front of him, and then he's got the cheek to lift the ball over him into the back of the net.
Well, good finish, of course, on Sunday in the Community Shield. Another good finish now for Ryan Giggs, who could well be starting the season in that forward central role for United.
Well, I must admit, he took me by surprise when he went into his new midfield role a couple of seasons back. You know, you'd always regarded Ryan as an outside left, wide left player, whatever way you want to describe him, but I thought he coped in there brilliant, and it's a new lease of life for Ryan Giggs.
Eagles was onside then, but Shaw Murdoch read it, collected. Scholes. Fletcher. Thompson away. Scholes. It seems so easy for United just in terms of knocking the ball around. They can knock it around at will here tonight.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're knocking it around and just waiting for one or two targets to move forward and trying to pick out that target. And of course they've done it successfully on a couple of occasions, and 2 or 3 other occasions almost got in.
Brown helps it on to Fletcher. Thompson comes across to cover. Fletcher does well there. Now Hargreaves. Goalkeeper's unchallenged.
Well, it's the little through balls that are going to cause Dunfermline all sorts of problems. Not so sure those big balls into the box with Sol Bamber at centre half. Not so sure that's going to be the route forward.
Hargreaves again. Powerful run from Owen Hargreaves. Couldn't find Rooney. Simmons came back, did his job well. Hargreaves a bit frustrated. Sylvester. PK to Scholes. Eagles. Scorer of the first United goal tonight. Brown. I'd love to know what the possession stats were at half-time. Goodness me, United have had so much of the ball in this first half. Rooney was looking for Brown. Away though by Callum Woods. Callum Woods, not too many options. Finds Finn. Morrison had 4 United players in the vicinity and did well in the end to win a free kick. Been impressed with what you've seen so far, Lou?
I have, yeah. I mean, when the lads in the red shirts are getting forward, they're causing Dunfermline all sorts of problems. Sometimes timing the runs perfectly. The pass has been perfect on a couple of occasions. If that continues in the second half, Stuart, there's more goals to come.
Well, the good thing as well, United have only got 4 substitutes. There's not going to be wholesale changes. I mean, I don't think United's flow is going to change too much in this game. Rooney, almost released Fletcher. Well cut out in the end, in fact.
They've just been lucky a few times, Dunfermline. They have cut out that through ball. On other occasions, when the ball has gone through, they've paid dearly.
Crawford. Callum Woods. Takes on Fletcher, takes on Brown. In the end, runs into a wall named Piqué. Piqué was pulled back slightly there, actually, and yes, the referee got that right. He waited to see if there was any advantage. And fair's fair. The referee,
Kenny Clark,
got it all right.
One of the top referees in Scotland. Can't have any complaints with him tonight either.
Yeah, he'd hoped to have a reasonably easy night, but he got a bit feisty at Doncaster last week. These friendlies can sometimes get a bit feisty, but we hope we don't see any trouble tonight. And usually that breaks down for United, but Piqué's in quickly. Rooney, lovely turn. Got Fletcher in support. Brown. Here is Fletcher. Scholes, who always seems to have space, always seems to have a bit of time. Bamber away. Simmons. Good ball to Crawford. Doesn't have too many people with him, Crawford, and had to go infield, and Scholes got back. Eagles. Brown. Here's Hargreaves.
Well, the game plan's been quite simple from a Man United point of view, Stuart. Knock that ball about, keep possession, then look for that forward run. And then we just seen another one of them. That would have been interesting.
Well,
not so sure he was offside.
Flag stayed down, and whether when he touched it, whether it would have gone up, I don't know. But flag certainly stayed down for Ryan Giggs there.
Dunfermline are just letting them run past them, and sometimes just hoping that the flag goes up.
Hargreaves wasn't pulling back, was he? Giggs. Fletcher clean through here. Fletcher can make it 3. Oh, should have.
Well, the chances are coming thick and fast now, and really Dunfermline all over the place. Look at the acres of ground Darren Fletcher's got. Clear. Takes his time, looks at the goalkeeper, smashes it wide of the target.
Mickey Phelan, who's in charge tonight. No Sir Alex. I'm sure Sir Alex would have liked to have been here. He had an outstanding goal-scoring record at Dunfermline. 89 goals and 136 appearances, which is not bad from 1964 to 67. I think I was reading today, basically, this was the part of his career he enjoyed the most, really, and had his most success at Dunfermline.
What type of centre-forward do you think he was, Stuart?
Elbows.
Oh, he was nasty, mean and nasty. Well, you won't mind me saying that either. He was horrible to play against.
Well, that's some record, 89 and 136.
Not bad, is it?
Determined, I would imagine.
Oh, you could say that. I don't think that's a strong enough word, determined. He was more than determined.
Not going to plan for Scott Thompson, who you could argue was at fault for the first goal, the Eagles goal, but I'm sure he'll be hard.
I think it has gone to plan for the full stadium.
The fact that there are 12,000 people here means he'll get over it, I think.
It's gone to plan all right.
Easy for Kuszak. Eagles break down. If United would have taken all their chances tonight, and if everything would have come off, I mean, it could have been quite an embarrassing scoreline.
Well, it could have been. But I think Scott Thompson obviously will be able to remember this game for years and years to come, and he can think of the times that Scholes ran past him and Rooney ran past him and nearly everybody in a red shirt ran past him. But it's a great night for the lad, wonderful occasion. And Man United certainly not disappointing.
I think United have been excellent tonight. Eagles, who started it all, Scholes, who has looked, well, just looked like Scholes, hasn't he, tonight, which is heartening, really. Rooney tries one. Not much in it.
Well, he's not on the score sheet yet, and I think he's just starting to get a little bit angry, Stuart.
Half-time then. That's the man who gave United the lead on 23 minutes, kicked with a marvellous through ball. Eagles did the rest. And then Ryan Giggs made it 2 on 35 minutes. This time it was Rooney playing in Giggs. Brilliant finish. And an impressive first 45 minutes for Owen Hargreaves. And I wonder what Scott Thompson is telling Wayne Rooney. At the interval then, going well for United. Dunfermline 0, United 2.
Ronaldo! His first touch, and it's a goal!
No new handset. No lengthy contract. 30 days notice. No problem. No tricks. No traps. No catches. Simplicity from O2. Just a SIM, our lowest ever pay monthly rate, and nothing else.
TravelSupermarket.com compares the rates of over 100,000 hotels, over 50 car hire companies, and millions of flights, comparing quotes from online travel agents, tour operators, and budget and charter airlines.
Cool. We need to fly to Barcelona.
As soon as possible.
TravelSupermarket.com compares the market in seconds, making it easy for you to choose the best deal. TravelSupermarket.com, the price comparison site.
In the race for value, make sure you choose Citroën. This month, get the economical C1 City car from only 5860. The spacious 5-door C3 from only 6995. Or the versatile Zara Picasso from just 9995 with air conditioning. In the race for value, choose Citroën.
New season on MUTV.
Champions of England!
Always first with exclusive stories that matter to you.
Manchester United have announced a triple transfer swoop to send a clear message to our title rivals.
All the games, all the goals.
And there's the chip. Oh, beautiful. And what a wonderful finish from Nani.
The return of your favourite shows.
When you're that good, it's that simple.
The manager's press conference.
Sometimes it's the obvious, it's so obvious.
Good morning, Manchester.
Manchester's got a tremendous little saying.
Sing when you're winning.
Hello there, you're watching MUTV Betting Show.
And much, much more. Plus, don't miss the all-new big match with Dennis Irwin with the weekend games shown the very next day.
You gotta see everything's looking nice.
Make sure you're watching a great new season on MUTV.
So United in control so far. Dunfermline 0, United 2, and Owen Hargreaves in his first start back out on the pitch early, ready for the second half. So are our commentary team all ready as well. Lou Macari, and first of all, Stuart Gardner.
Welcome back. Owen Hargreaves out early. Dunfermline make their way out onto the field. Apparently they made 5 half-time substitutions. It'll be interesting to see if United make any changes at half-time. Only 4 subs for United: Adam Eckersley, Edwin van der Sar, Sean Evans and Magnus Akra, the young Norwegian. There's the main man tonight, Scott Thompson. No doubt he'll want to play the full 90 and stay out there and enjoy every minute of this game. That's the man that we want to see more of in this second half, because it was so exciting, everything he did in that first half. He was all over the field, trying chips, picking up the ball in the centre of midfield or on the edge of the area or on the wing. We want to see more of that, don't we?
Well, he'd be desperate to score a goal. He's a centre-forward. Centre-forwards should thrive on scoring goals. He's done everything apart from doing that tonight.
Well, Adam Eckersley is certainly on for United in this second half. Eckersley for Wes Brown appears to be the change. And then that means that Phil Barkley can go to his, I suppose, his more familiar position of fullback, with Sylvester and Piqué the centre-backs. Wes Brown perhaps putting cotton wool ahead of the weekend. So Adam Eckersley is on, and United are going to get us underway in this second half, and they could do some more serious damage in this second half as well, after what was a very controlled and impressive first half performance. Piqué. Now Sylvester. Piqué again. Looking for Rooney. Eagles. Falls for Fletcher. I guess Mike Phelan and possibly watching Alex Ferguson will really be asking for more of the same in the second half, Lou, wouldn't they?
Well, they'll expect more of the same from the players. It's been a good workout for them. First 45 minutes. Why slacking off?
Piqué. Is Harper, one of the half-time substitutes. Scholes. Eagles. Scholes. Giggs. Nice one-touch stuff again, looking for Rooney, but good header back to the goalkeeper, Sean Murdoch. Eckersley goes in very hard there. It's a cruncher with Greg Shields. Now Tam McManus has stayed down Eckersley. McManus. Poor cross, Sylvester did his work there. And now Eagles. Eckersley is up and in space. Here he is. Adam Eckersley. Rooney inside the area. Harper with him. Rooney tries another little delicate effort. This time closer to the goalkeeper who collects.
Yeah, just not enough power on Wayne Rooney's shot there to trouble the goalkeeper.
Harper, who, to say the least, is well travelled. Signed from Stoke over the summer. And Rooney releases Giggs, but Bamba just gets in the way and plays it back to Murdoch. I think he's done well, actually, Bamba. He's looked strong.
Well, he's had to be, because those through balls that are coming through, he's got to be in the right position to cut most of them out. And we've already seen Stuart in the first couple of minutes of the second half, another couple of through balls. And any more, and I can see United adding to the 2-goal lead.
McManus, who's been involved quite a lot early on. The direct running. Oh, that's a foul by Hargreaves. And this is a free kick in a good shooting position for Dunfermline in the early stage of this second half. It's a good running from McManus.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about the free kick. Owen Hargreaves chopping him down.
One of the substitutes, Scott Muirhead, likes the look of this. Harper is there as well. And, of course, Thompson, who'd like to have a pop perhaps on his big night. Maybe it does suit the left foot of Muirhead, but instead it's floated in by Harper. But the referee wasn't happy with the wall, so they're going to get a second chance here to get this right. Muirhead and Thompson stand over it. It is Thompson who flicks it in, and that's a good volleyed effort. Good, well-worked free kick, actually. That was a training ground routine. Didn't quite get hold of it, and in the end it was reasonably easy for Thomas Kuszak. But that was quite well worked. But, the shot by Crawford didn't quite get enough on it.
Well, a good play from Dunfermline. Good free kick, and Stephen Crawford over the years as well has scored a fair number of goals at whatever level he's played at, and struck it nicely enough, but not with enough power behind it.
As Crawford has spent in England, Millwall and Plymouth, played at Dundee United, Aberdeen, Hibs. He's played all over the place, really, Crawford. Just played for Scotland. Now Rooney, always menacing, and now Fletcher on the overlap. Giggs and Eagles in the middle. Eagles got it wrong. Is motoring again on the right-hand side, but he slips over, so he can't receive the ball from Finn. Scholes is there again. Right time, right place, always. Scholes again. Giggs, Scholes. Giggs looking for Rooney, cut out by Bamba. Now Harper. Shields finds McManus. Hargreaves in on Shields. And that's back to Thomas Kuszak. Dunfermline are playing in Europe next week. They got there because they reached the Scottish Cup final last year. They lost to Celtic. Celtic were already in Europe, of course, meant that Dunfermline got into the UEFA Cup. They're playing a Swedish team, BK Häcken, in the UEFA Cup. Second qualifying round next week. The first leg is at home here next Thursday. So that was a consolation prize. Despite being relegated, they got into the UEFA Cup. And, well, it would be a great thing if they could make it through to the first round proper, wouldn't it?
Well, that Celtic game you mentioned, Stuart, they were very unlucky in the game, played exceptionally well, and unfortunately didn't win the cup, which is what cup football's all about, winning, but the performance on the day was good.
Yeah, they only lost 1-0 in that final. In fact, that was the third major final in 3 years. They are a good cup team, Dunfermline, and they just got it horribly wrong in the SPL last year. So Murdoch to clear. United still leading through those Eagles and Giggs first half goals. Harper forced to go backwards. Finn. And then Thompson. Back to Sean Murdoch. Fletcher, Bardsley, Mikael Sylvestre to Scholes. Clever from Paul Scholes. Now Eagles. He's got Eckersley outside of him. Here is Eckersley. He's looking to play it back to Eagles, but McManus nipped in. Scholes, Giggs, clever ball. So really just could turn it into anything. And Murdoch collects. But these quick passing moves around the edge of the penalty area, triangular passing. It just makes it very difficult for defenders, and you can see more joy for United in this second half.
I can, sure. It's the same pattern as the first half. Pass, and pass it again, and then look for that killer ball. And the killer ball came twice in the first 45 minutes, and hopefully it'll come more often in the second 45 minutes.
Scholes, Giggs, Fletcher, but Bamber did well there. Strong play. Good threaded through ball looking for McManus from Harper, but Kuszak read that and was out very quickly and distributed quickly. Hargreaves has gone long, looking for Giggs. It's a great ball. Giggs comes inside, Bamber waits for the support. Eagles! Decent effort.
Once again, it's so easy for United to get from A to B and get in a goal scoring position. Nice layoff from Ryan Giggs. Lovely ball from Owen Hargreaves. Great control from Ryan Giggs. Comes inside. Ball into the path of Chris Eagles, and got to test the goalkeeper.
It was that goal against Everton really that sort of turned round Chris Eagles' United career right at the end of last season, and that in a dramatic game at Goodison. And really since then he's over the summer he's really been heavily involved.
I'll be honest with you, I got the shock of my life when I saw him in the squad that day, because I thought he was out on loan somewhere still, and all of a sudden he makes an appearance and scores a goal, and the kid's never really looked back since then. It's been a great story for him.
Harper to McManus. Sylvester, I think he knew what he was doing there. Let that go. Must have got a call from Thomas Kuszak, who collected. Eckersley. Eagles. Two real youngsters on the left wing. Giggs. Oh, clever. Made space wonderfully well. Rooney. Scholes. Fletcher. Scholes again. Hargreaves. Rooney. Through ball, not quite right, almost released. Hargreaves put it back with Sean Murdoch, and he's going to throw the ball out because of Bamber is down. Rather gingerly gets to his feet.
It's good to see Owen Hargreaves making those runs, Stuart. That's something we've come to expect from him. Holding midfield players has been the talk of his game. That's what he's going to do for Man United. On 4 or 5 occasions tonight, he's got forward. Unfortunately for him, just the final ball hasn't ended up at his feet.
Scott Wilson on for Sol Bamber. That was the last thing Bamber was doing. Wilson is on, the former Rangers player. Played in the Champions League at the age of 19, Scott Wilson. And he's gone at the heart of the defence there. Scholes now. I'd say one of the great, if you like, pluses of the evening, Paul Scholes, who looks the same as ever, doesn't he? Bear in mind, he's been out for a couple of weeks because he came home early from the tour, but he looks as though he's suffering no ill effects. And I'm sure all Manchester United fans hope that he's in the lineup on Sunday.
Well, it was a pleasant surprise when we come up here, Stuart, for me anyway, to find out that he was playing. I'd written him off for the start of the season.
Hargreaves. Lovely flick through to Eagles. Eagles got it wrong. It was a great chance. Lovely through ball by Rooney. Chris Eagles could and maybe should have been his second of the night, United's third, but the radar was off.
Well, once again, they've carved them open so easily. Passing the ball about. Lovely flick from Wayne. Chris Eagles looks certain to score. Hesitated a little bit. Can't hesitate inside that box. Smash it past the goalkeeper. Pick the ball out the back of the net. It was 3-0.
How good was the ball from Rooney then?
Wonderful ball.
Well, Eagles took his goal so well. It was probably a harder chance, but there you go. Hargreaves tigerish. Back to Sean Murdoch.
The main thing is they're making the chances. They're all working hard and certainly given the, what, 12,000 did you say, Stuart?
Yeah,
12,000 sellout crowd.
Yeah.
Value for money.
Hargreaves, PK. Giggs, Sylvestre. PK has been unruffled, really untroubled at the back for United. Scholes. Hargreaves. Eckersley's had a bit of space down this left since coming on. Rooney back to Eckersley. Wonderful ball again. Eckersley, not a bad cross either. Eagles. Scholes. Lovely ball in there. Just maybe a shade too much on it. But you can see what he was thinking there. And, Bardsley couldn't quite get there. But again, a lovely passage of build-up play from United.
Well, it's becoming easier and easier for them as the game goes on. Dunfermline look as if they're just tiring a little bit and giving you a little bit more time and space on the ball. But, it's a familiar pattern. The pass has been good.
Bardsley, who must have thought his United career was at an end. He spent the whole of last year on loan at Rangers, where he didn't get on so well with Paul Le Guen and Villa. He's back at Old Trafford again. Just too much this time from Wayne Rooney.
I think when players go out on loan and they come back, Stuart, like Phil Bardsley's done and Chris Eagles has done, and they eventually end up playing with the first team and in the first team at this moment in time, I think it's wonderful. I think it proves it's all been worthwhile. They've gained that experience, they've matured a little bit, they've probably got stronger during the time, playing week in, week out at a higher level and a higher standard than the reserve team. And I haven't seen a United player yet who's come back from any loan spell has looked a poorer player when he's come back than he did when he left.
Scholes. Scholes seems to play with a force field around him where there's just space every time he gets the ball. Clever. Rooney. Scholes again. United just probing the different options. Giggs. Rooney. Oh, great ball again. And Bardsley again had made about 50 yards, almost got on the end of it. Another lung-busting run. And not quite, but great vision.
Well, not quite on a few occasions now, but sooner or later one of those balls will end up inch perfect. And sooner or later someone in the box will take the chance, and I can see goal number 3 coming.
Sure, Mickey Phelan's pretty happy with what he's seeing down there. Eagles bounces off Harper, finds Fletcher. Oh, he's onside here. Fletcher! Oh, penalty. One of the easier decisions of the night. Now, if this was a proper game, the keeper might have gone off there, but unfortunately that's not going to happen tonight.
I think we should let Darren take it. I mean, he did all the work and really looks as if he was going to score. No, Wayne's taking it. Round the goalkeeper. Gets brought down. Easy decision for Kenny Clark to make.
Wayne Rooney struck the winning penalty in the Community Shield on Sunday. Now he's got a chance to make it 3-0 for United here at East End Park. Rooney, calm as you like. Wayne Rooney sends the keeper the wrong way, and United completely in control here. Dunfermline 0, United 3.
Well, it's on the score sheet, and any striker that plays 90 minutes wants to be on the score sheet at the end of the game, and the rest of his game's been great tonight. The finishing hasn't been so good, but certainly makes no mistake from 12 yards.
Do you reckon Darren Fletcher said, "Can I take it?" I don't think.
I can assure you Wayne said, "No, you're not."
No, absolutely. Well, his performance has deserved a goal. I think that's 5 now he's scored in pre-season.
I hope he saves some for the Premiership, because my money's going on him again. Stuart, went on him last year, and
23 last season, was it? Joint top scorer.
Yeah, but he
with
didn't have 23
Ronaldo.
in the Premiership.
No.
He's got that ability to be in the right place at the right time, and I know tonight he's had a few chances he hasn't scored, but normally tests the goalkeeper, either smashes it past him, chips it over him like we've seen tonight. He tried to do on one occasion, and in that box he's lethal.
Dunfermline have a corner. It's a dangerous one towards that far post. Three players there. In the end, it was Thompson who got the touch, but there are a couple of players behind him who are actually in a better position. Scholes, Eckersley. Hargreaves, Eagles, Scholes. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm not sure about that. That was a kind flag on the far side there. Fletcher going through. I'm not so sure about that. Well. Anyway, there's going to be a substitution. And it's Owen Hargreaves who's being replaced. He's played 65 minutes, Owen Hargreaves, and he gets very warm applause from around East End Park. And Sean Evans comes on. Sean Evans, who I saw score an absolute cracker at Doncaster last Friday.
"65 minutes for Owen Hargreaves. Stuart, what do you read into that? Sunday, yes or no?"
Well, I'm not. What do you think? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. That's why I asked you.
I think, well, you know more than me, surely. Would you play him?
You'd have no hesitation throwing him in, but you know, will other? Oh well, there's maybe the reason why.
Well, of course, he did have tendinitis at his knee over in the Far East, and that's why he didn't really play. So maybe that's just a precautionary measure. McManus here, but Eckersley just holds him off strongly. Yeah, do you risk him? Do you risk him? Well, I think it'll be Scholes and Carrick, to be honest with you, but...
So do I.
Oh, there you go.
Not to say we're right, though, but I just think it will be.
Hargreaves on the bench, let's say, but 65 very useful minutes. Were you impressed with Owen Hargreaves?
Well, he's got forward more tonight than really I expected, and maybe that was one of the reasons I took him off. He was really, I think, really trying to impress, and of course he's no need to. He's a top player. You know what you're going to get from him, and we've seen glimpses of it tonight. He's cool and composed on the ball. No problem.
Well, just precautionary, that ice pack on the knee, and understandable, of course. In the meantime, Dunfermline have made all of their substitutions. 9 overall since half-time. I wonder if it will make any difference to the course of the game. Here's Sean Evans. Nice ball into Rooney. Good save. Terrific save from Roddy McKenzie. He's only just come on the field. And that would have been, well, that would have been the best goal of the lot.
Well, he'd be cursing Wayne that didn't end up in the back of the net. As you said, it takes a wonderful save from Roddy McKenzie. Lovely little touch from Wayne. Looks as if it's heading for the far corner, and how the goalkeeper got to it, I don't know.
Wasn't a bad ball in either, was it?
Lovely ball.
McManus has certainly been a willing runner in this second half. A bit too much on that. So Wayne Rooney almost made it 4 for United. Lovely cross in Evans. Rooney with a delicate flick, and, well, that's a good save from Roddy McKenzie.
Well, he knows the angle he's at, Stuart. It's just got to be a slight touch on it to glide it into that far corner.
Evans to Eagles, clever turn. Just wondered if the referee was thinking of pointing to the spot there. (3-0 to United, which does tell the story of the game, really. Good ball from McManus. Oh, again, too much on the cross. Frustration from the home fans. Crawford could never reach that.
3-0, as you say, Stuart. I think if they keep playing to the tempo they have been playing it as well, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 more still to come.
Rooney always tried ball from the halfway line this time. But, he is human after all. Well, I think that was a shot anyway. I think he...
Well, it was a good spot because he looked up and saw the goalkeeper off his line, but unfortunately he was well wide of the target.
Stephen Kenny watching on intently. Remember when he was at Derry City, actually, Stephen Kenny, he knocked out Gretna and Gothenburg in the UEFA Cup before going out to PSG, and that's really where he came to prominence. Stephen Kenny, one of the youngest managers around, really, 35 now. But that was an amazing run with Derry City, wasn't it?
Well, he had a great run with Derry, and that's why he ended up here at Dunfermline. He made that. It was a big decision as well, because he was doing well at Derry, as you've mentioned, and Dunfermline were rock bottom of the SPL, and he took on the job, I felt, with very little chance of keeping them up. But the performances since he came were superb.
Harper to Shields. So the throw goes United's way. I guess the glory days really for Dunfermline were in the 60s, where they won the Scottish Cup a couple of times, and they reached the semi-final of the Cup-winning Cup in 1969. And one of Sir Alex's heroes, really, Jock Stein, was the manager here in the early 60s. There is a Jock Stein suite, a Jock Stein lounge in this ground. And well, 2 great names associated with the club, Jock Stein and Alex Ferguson. Not bad, really.
Well, Jock Stein was my hero as well, Stuart. He gave me my start in football at Celtic, and I must say, you know, what a manager. Unbelievable. Took a bunch of Scottish players who all lived within 30-mile radius of Glasgow to a European Cup final and actually won it. And that was just the start of wonderful things at Celtic Park. And Sir Alex obviously worked with him with Scotland, and I see so much similarity between the two of them as well. Just the way he manages was identical to Jock Stein.
Scholes. Nice ball over there, just behind Rooney. And Dunfermline break on here with Glass. Crawford. Nice through ball. McManus, good effort. Kuszak was strong and behind it, but that was a move the length of the field from Dunfermline, perhaps their best of the night.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Certainly the best of the night. Wonderful move. Decent shot from Tam McManus and a good save from the goalkeeper.
Rooney. Oh, great ball. To Eagles. Eagles. Oh, Giggs. Well, they were trying to walk it in. They were trying to walk it in there. I think they can see the funny side, or is that a grimace? Harper. Oh, well read by PK. He's been immaculate tonight, PK. Maybe it hasn't been his busiest evening, but whatever he's done with calm authority. He's gone for the return here, PK, and he's onside, but the goalkeeper collects, and he's run an awful long way there, Gerard. PK now he's got to go all the way back.
Well, everyone's getting forward now, and that's how simple it is. If you just even close your eyes and run forward, the ball may end up at your feet inside the box, unmarked, because Dunfermline, well, they're all over the place now.
Well, they certainly stretched. $18 minutes to go. 3-0 to United. It could be double that easily, to be honest. Wilson, Harper. Oh, that's much better football from Dunfermline, and this time, though, the shot is blocked. It's a good effort from Crawford. His last 5 minutes or so, probably been Dunfermline's best from an attacking point of view.
A good block from Gerard Piqué. Stephen Crawford's shot looked on target.
Well, United will want to keep a clean sheet here tonight, no question about that. But, poorish header, really. And Kuszak collects. Kuszak, who might have eyes on the #1 spot, bearing in mind that Ben Foster's not going to be available till next year, Edwin Madazak might be his last season. We're not sure. Might be his last season. I think Thomas Kuszak, a big year for Thomas, could be.
Well, I'm not so sure about Ben Edwin's last season, Stuart. You know, the form he showed already pre-season, not just with the penalty saves, but in general, he looks cool and calm in that on that goal line, and it's going to take one hell of a goalkeeper, I think, to displace him.
Scholes. Now Piqué. Bardsley. Rooney, Scholes. Nice back heel. Bardsley on the overlap. Evans brings it down. Fletcher. Scholes. Rooney. Oh, would have been offside, I think, against Bardsley. But again, United weaving intricate patterns and just trying to find the final ball.
I think there's 7 or 8 passes there without a Dunfermline player touching the ball.
Eckersley. Calm. Salford lad. Fletcher. Eagles, good touch, but Shields will get there and play it back to Roddy McKenzie, who is the first choice goalkeeper. Former Hearts keeper Roddy McKenzie. And he's 32 today, so he made a terrific save. Shields. Tam McManus. Harper. Shields, but that's calm, isn't it, from Fletcher. Sylvester. Rooney. Oh, breathtaking turn. Gets away from Thompson. Oh dear, that keeper was the favourite to say the least there. Oh, and back came Scott Muirhead to put it behind, but I think the keeper was saying, that was mine.
Oh, you saw Wayne Rooney at his best there, Stuart. Twisting and turning away from Scott Thompson and showing great pace, great trickery.
I bet Scott Thompson felt every one of his 35 years then. Scholes nips in again. Bardsley. Eagles. Bardsley does well. Giggs, Scholes. Thompson away. Cushion ball by McManus. Certainly had a bit of an impact since he's come on. Shields, Harper. Looks for the run of Shields on the right-hand side. Piqué comes across and just, well, he made that look very easy. Sylvester back to the Spaniard again. Fletcher.
You see Gerard Piqué there looked in complete control of that situation, looked a lot stronger than he was last season. And once again, it just shows you that the little spell away on loan, it's worked wonders.
He just looks physically stronger.
Physically stronger, without any shadow of a doubt.
Darren Young in midfield. McManus looking for Birchill. Here is Birchill. Just behind everybody, much to the frustration of the home crowd. Now United on the counter again. Giggs. Sean Evans. Obstruction. Oh, we're going to see another substitution here. And this is quite a moment, really, because Ryan Giggs is going off, and again, he's getting really warm and generous applause from the sold-out crowd here. But what a moment this is for Magnus Akram, who's coming on. And Magnus Akram is replacing Ryan Giggs. I wonder if he ever thought that would happen in his career. And so the young Norwegian, who's 17 today, in the Norwegian midfielder, spotted at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's soccer school in Norway, is on. A slight figure, Magnus Akram. But now he can say, oh, I came on for Ryan Giggs.
He will say that.
I replaced Giggsy. Sylvester back to Kuszak. And that's all of United subs, but bar Van der Sar, of course, on now. I kind of wished that Scholes would go off just in case, he got a kick later on.
And I think he's in complete control in that midfield tonight and enjoying every moment of it.
He's wearing the captain's armband as well. 7 goals from midfield last season, where he was really, really excellent last season. Akram gets his first touch there. Fletcher, Rooney. Akram's calling for this. Rooney, maybe for the first time tonight, gives it away. McManus. Harper. Oh, that's poor. Bardsley collects. Here's Akram. Eagles. There's Rooney. Got Eckersley in support if he needs him. Eckersley makes the run. Rooney turns. Akram's touch is a bit heavy. Rooney goes for, well, sort of I think it was a chip, but miscued by Wayne Rooney, who has got on the score sheet tonight via the penalty spot after Fletcher was brought down. 4 days to go before that Premiership opener against Reading at Old Trafford. And I think that's just a real feeling of excitement, isn't it, when you're so close?
Well, there's always excitement at the beginning of any season at Old Trafford, and the expectation this season is no different from most seasons with the supporters, Stuart. They're expecting the team to do well in the Premiership, and as they did last season, but maybe go one better this season and add a cup to it. I just felt last season a bit unlucky in the Champions League, that started to run out of players, and obviously at Wembley, just a bit unfortunate that didn't really function on the day and didn't show us what they'd been showing us all season. And it would have been great to just add to that league championship with a cup of some kind.
Yeah, just ran out of juice really, the FA Cup. Akram, that's a good ball to Eagles. Eagles inside for Evans, but calm defending in the end by Scott Thompson. Eight minutes to go, another comfortable pre-season win then for United, it looks like being. The only sort of pre-season blotch was the Inter Milan game, although that was a terrific game to watch, I have to say, against high-quality opposition in front of 70,000.
I think that was the most amazing thing on the night, Stuart. 73,000 at the game, pre-season friendly.
Incredible. The appetite is amazing, isn't it? Harper to Darren Young. Threaded ball by Stephen Glass, but too much on it. And out for a goal kick. Glass scored against United actually for Newcastle back in the year 2000. He came on as well in the FA Cup final of '99 when United played Newcastle. But he's ended up at Dunfermline via Watford and Aberdeen and Hibs. Shields header hits Evans. Harper, McManus. Is he going to win the corner? Kuszak collects. In fairness to McManus, joined the club from Falkirk in February. Yeah, he has added something, hasn't he? Since
he's been lively. Had a little spell on the left wing just before his moved back to the right side here, and he's been lively since he come on. But just the big difference tonight has been the passing ability of Manchester United compared to the passing ability of Dunfermline, and the final ball obviously from United has been much better.
Darren Young, former Aberdeen captain. Harper. McManus will do well to keep that in. I think he can actually go out and play, but full of running. Sam McManus. He had a short loan spell at Boston United and played with Gaza at Boston, which must have been a bizarre experience.
Well, he can certainly run quicker than Gaza could.
Sean Evans, Scholes. Scholes again. Fletcher. Scholes. Now Eagles. Good effort. But off target again from Chris Eagles, who might conceivably have had a hat-trick tonight.
Well, he could have done, and doesn't do a great deal wrong here. Gets the ball a little bit tied up between his feet and then digs it out. Sidesteps a defender and has a shot at goals just off target.
He has been full of running tonight, so Chris Eagles, no doubt about that.
Well, that's another pleasing thing, Stuart. The whole United team's been full of running, and you know, there won't be a supporter here that's going away disappointed.
Eagles. Eckersley. Eagles. Rooney. Scholes. Rooney again. And there's Akram. Oh. Tried the little turn. Thought he was going to unleash a shot, Magnus Akram, but didn't quite happen for him. That would round the night off very nicely if he drilled ball into the top corner.
Well, I was hoping that was going to happen there, like you. I thought he was just going to turn and smack it, and I hope to see it end up in the back of the net.
Rooney. Well, he's determined to do something spectacular before the night ends.
Well, he's been desperate tonight to get on that score sheet.
McManus, Shields, all the way back to Roddy McKenzie. Harper. Oh, was a little harsh perhaps against Fletcher. Oh, that's given straight to Wayne Rooney. What a gift. Rooney. Can he make it four? Of course he can. Wayne Rooney with a terrific finish. Catastrophic defending from Dunfermline. And Wayne Rooney finished as poorly as you like. A second for Rooney, a fourth for United. Dunfermline 0, United 4.
Well, they'll never get an easier chance, but he's still got to finish from that angle, and indicates to the goalkeeper he's going to put it on the other side. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Sticks in the near post. Good finish.
Well, I'm not sure he's going to get the ball as easily as that against Reading on Sunday. But good bit of finishing practice from Wayne Rooney. And good that he's in the groove.
But I wouldn't put it past him to finish as well on Sunday as he has finished tonight.
Shields. Harper again. Thompson. Stephen Glass. White to Muirhead. Darren Young. Young again to McManus. Takes on Eckersley. Great ball in. And Kushak did really well and spectacularly there, getting the ball away. But that was a really good driven cross from McManus, who's now tackling back Evans, but it falls for Eagles. Akram. Eagles. Rooney. Eagles again. Rooney. Looking for his hat-trick now, Wayne Rooney, of course. On his right foot. Blocked. Out as far as Barnsley. Didn't get hold of it properly.
Well, everyone wants in on the act now. Full-backs getting forward. Midfield players, well, right throughout the game, midfield players haven't hesitated in getting forward. It really could have been a cricket score.
Scott Thompson. Good ball to McManus. Good defending. Scott Thompson is going to be substituted so he can take his bow, so he can get a massive ovation from a sold-out East End Park, and not surprisingly, he is going to applaud all corners of this stadium, and I don't think there is a person in the ground sitting down. What a moment. He'll remember this forever, I would imagine. Scott Thompson. What a night for him.
Well, it's been magnificent, Stuart. To have Manchester United in town with the players that are out on view, and to have them turn up and put 100% into the game, and let's be honest, score 4 goals and probably could and should have scored another 4 or 5. Everyone goes away happy.
Glass with an optimistic effort from 35 yards. And that's the last action of the game. And it's been a great night for that man. Scott Thompson, he's seen a full house, he's seen a star-studded Manchester United team, and he's seen a splendid performance. Although he didn't get Wayne Rooney's shirt there. He'll be disappointed not to get Wayne Rooney's shirt. Wayne Rooney scoring twice in this second half. Chris Eagles started the round 23 minutes into the first half. Great finish from Ryan Giggs' through ball. And Eagles has played well tonight. And Ryan Giggs made it 2 before half-time, lashing onto Wayne Rooney's through ball. Owen Hargreaves started the game, played 65 minutes for United, and was effective in that holding midfield role. Then the second half really was the Wayne Rooney show. Scott Thompson thanking all of the United players. Rooney with a penalty after Fletcher was tripped inside the area, and then he finished it up on 87 minutes. So great night for United, great night for Scott Thompson. It's finished Dunfermline 0, Manchester United 4.
Thanks so much to Stuart and to Lou for the commentary. United really lighting up the arena tonight with some great football, but centre stage, of course, Scott Thompson, and a wonderful night for him. And we have plenty more football coming your way on MUTV as well. Glentoran versus Manchester United, highlights of that one, that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. Then, of course, a big weekend of football. The Premier League is back, and we have the manager's press conference 2 o'clock on Friday. That's repeated throughout the day, and that, of course, looks ahead to the Reading game and the big match as well. And Dennis Irwin, that's Monday at 5:30. More analysis coming up after this break. Stay with us.
Pay monthly rate and nothing else.
In the race for value, make sure you choose Citroën. This month, get the economical C1 City car from only 5860. The spacious 5-door C3 from only 6995. Or the versatile Zara Picasso from just 9995 with air conditioning. In the race for value, choose Citroën.
Este es el momento, listos para el encuentro. 6 contra mí, solo besarán el pavimento. Refleja sin saliva, de alertas, de alarmas, pierden las energías. Tratar de vencerme es tu peor alternativa.
When you've been filthy, Snake Peel Exfoliating Scrub from Lynx. See how filthy boys get clean this summer at lynxmanwash.com.
New champions, new season on MUTV.
Champions of England.
Always first with exclusive stories that matter to you.
Manchester United have announced a triple transfer swoop to send a clear message to our title rivals.
All the games, all the goals.
There's the chip. Oh, beautiful. And what a wonderful finish from Nani.
The return of your favourite shows.
When you're that good, it's that simple.
The manager's press conference.
Sometimes there's the obvious, it's so obvious.
Good morning, Manchester.
The Manchester's got a tremendous little saying.
Sing when you're winning.
Hello there, you're watching MUTV Betting Show.
And much, much more. Plus, don't miss the all-new big match with Dennis Irwin with the weekend games shown the very next day.
You've got to say everything's looking nice.
Make sure you're watching a great new season on MUTV.
Another game and another win for United, and wrapped up nicely by Wayne Rooney in the second half as well. 4-0 here at East End Park, and I think the fans will go away very happy tonight. Scott Thompson certainly will as well. A great occasion for him tonight. Fair result?
It could have been double that, couldn't it? I mean, every time they passed the ball about and then stopped those through balls. I mean, they got through 4 times and scored, and got through another 4 or 5 times and should have scored. But any through ball caused Dunfermline all sorts of problems.
Perhaps signs of why Dunfermline struggled in the SPL last season, but why they will cause problems for a lot of teams in the league they're in now.
Yeah, dropping down a division is going to be a help to them. You know, they won't come up against sides like Manchester United, and with the quality of player Manchester United got in Scottish Division 1. They'll feel comfortable and probably at home in there, and I certainly wouldn't be surprised if they got automatic promotion and came back again. But tonight, completely out of their depth against, master craftsmen.
Let's have a look at the goals, because we want to see more goals like this throughout the season, don't we? This is what we'd love to see week in, week out. Chris Eagles got us all up and running in the game.
Well, he's got his scoring shooting boots on at the moment, and when he gets into positions like this, David, he's confident. The goal that he scored at Everton, I'm sure a couple of goals on tour have helped his game no end. And when you get through there, you've still got to finish. You've still got to make up your mind how you're going to finish. And he looks at the keeper here, and little delicate chip over him and into the back of the net.
You talked a lot in commentary about the killer ball, and we certainly saw a few of those in the first half. That one from Ryan Giggs really set things going for Chris Eagles there. Ryan Giggs himself got on the score sheet, the second one, and a very, very cool finish, this one.
Yeah, going through almost an identical position, and the finish is quite similar to Chris Eagles, but just a little bit better, and I don't think Chris will mind me saying that. Balls off a defender, a little dink over the goalkeeper. Hasn't got a great time to think about it, how he's going to finish. Keeper coming out, he's going through. Lovely little dink in the back of the net.
Great finish, but a lot about the pass, wasn't it?
Pass was good. Nicely weighted pass. That was something that was good all night. The passing was good. Even the passes that sort of went astray, the intention was just to weight them nicely into the path of one of our players, but 2 or 3 of them did go astray on the night.
Now, we said at half-time the goal would come for Wayne Rooney, and it well and truly did.
It did, but quite lucky he got it, actually, because Darren, I felt, should have scored, and went round the goalkeeper, was brought down. I thought, actually, Darren was going to glide it past the goalkeeper, and he gets a great chance to do it. Gets into the box. Once again, no question of offside. I thought, first time with his right foot, past the goalkeeper, into the back of the net, but decides to go round the keeper, and an easy decision for Kenny Clark to make. Probably one of the easiest decisions he'll make this year.
Obviously in the Premiership you'd see a red card for that, wouldn't you? But
you would see
not
a red
on a night
card,
like tonight.
Not tonight. And I thought Darren would pick the ball up and put it on the spot and take it, but didn't get a chance, did he?
Cool as ice.
Well, he was cool on Sunday, and if you're cool on Sunday at Wembley, you're going to be cool at East End Park, aren't you?
And even if it's a pre-season friendly, it's always good to have practice of taking penalties, always important, and well dispatched as well. And he got his second. It didn't take too long for him to get his second either, did it? He was well and truly in control of this one. Another good finish.
Bit of a gift. Tam McManus would come on. He'd done well up to then, and for some reason, silly back pass to Wayne and goes through. And once again, to people watching at home, you may think, well, this is easy. But sends the goalkeeper one way, makes it look as if he's going to put it to the other side of the goals. Goalkeeper slightly moves that way and sticks it in the near corner. Good finish.
Just shows that with players of the class of Wayne Rooney, you can't make mistakes like that and get away with them.
Well, you won't get away with them. You'll get punished, and he will punish you. Other occasions tonight where he got the ball in, he got the ball 40 yards out once, tried to chip the goalkeeper, then he got another 2 or 3 balls in different positions and tried some other chips, just didn't come off from him, but he's ended up with 2 goals, and there's probably another 25 waiting to come this season.
OK, Chris Eagles scored tonight. We can hear from him now. He's talking to Stuart Gardner.
Chris, your reaction to that performance in that game?
I think it's pleasing to get, obviously personal is to get another 90 minutes under my belt, and for the team to play well, you know, and some of the youngsters to get on as well, which is brilliant.
Now, you scored 1. You could have had one or 2 more, but you're pleased with your own display?
Yeah, I was pleased, you know, but after I always think about the bad things, and I think I should have had a couple more. But it was good to get a win, and obviously it was a special day.
What's pre-season been like for you? Because you're obviously involved in the Far East, scored some goals over there, you've been involved back here. I mean, have you been more involved than you thought you might be?
No, well, I thought I've always wanted to do it ever since I was 14 when I moved from London. I've always wanted to do it, and now I'm really living what I've committed for when I was 14, leaving my mates to go to Manchester, and it's all hopefully coming together. And I'm just still working for that first team place, and the lads are helping me with every training session or every game we have.
I mean, you spent quite a lot of time away from Old Trafford at various clubs on loan. Did you ever think, you know, it wasn't going to happen for you at Old Trafford?
No, never. You just learning like you've seen the other lads go out on loan, and they're the best footballers in the world now. So no, it's not. You just learn. It's just learning because obviously you've got to learn your experience somewhere. And I know that Man U, because it's the first team's so good that when you reach the reserve level, there's no in between. And the next level is either Championship football or below that, you know. So no, I didn't think that, but obviously my main aim was to play for Man United's first team.
How strong is the squad going into the new season?
I think it's as strong as it, especially it's very young, but I think that gives energy and passion to the team. But no, I think it's very strong. Have you seen like we've had 2 games tonight with 2 different squads? That shows how big our first team is now.
Optimism must be high though. 4 days before the season starts.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we just wanted to start and get cracking and start winning.
Thanks very much for speaking to us.
Thank you. Cheers.
Good to hear from him. He always has a great sense of pride when he talks in interviews about playing for United and particularly scoring goals as well.
It's a wonderful story, David. You know, the lad's away in Belgium, he's at Sheffield Wednesday, he's at Watford, and really not making giant strides, and all of a sudden he pops up at Goodison one day, and I think we were all shocked to see him there. Scores a great goal, goes on the tour, scores another couple of goals. He's here tonight, and he's a bit disappointed he's only got 1 goal. And I can't believe it because, you know, he's on that pitch and he's worked hard to get where he is. And I don't think it's a flash in the pan either, and hopefully, you know, he'll be around for a long, long time.
We hope so. We wish him all the best, of course. Like to see more of Chris Eagles. Back to the tunnel. Mick Phelan with Stuart Gardner.
Mickey, 4-0. Happy with that?
Yeah, it was what we wanted. You know, wanted a performance, and I think we showed a little bit of good technique, good passing, good movement, and the boys look as though they're fit and ready now for the season.
I know it's not all about winning and not all about the result, but I mean, you must have been happy with the way, the intensity of the play and then some of the passing movements tonight.
Yeah, that's what we asked them to do because you know, we're still in sort of a training session mode and what have you, and we want the players to express themselves, to keep the fitness levels up, and then we can go back now and look forward to Sunday. 90
minutes for Paul Scholes after his injury problems. He just looked like normal Paul Scholes, didn't look as if any problem at all.
Yeah, he did. He stepped back into it really, really well, and we're pleased. He's got no after effects, so hopefully, apart from probably being a little bit stiff tomorrow morning, he should be okay now.
65 minutes for Owen Hargreaves as well. What was your assessment of his performance?
Yeah, Owen gave us the qualities that we signed him for. You know, he gets around the pitch very, very quickly. He adds a bit of stability there, and we just decided that he needed a little bit longer than he got the last game. So he's fit and healthy, and as you can see, the boys ready to play.
any of the other lads really stand out for you tonight? Another 2 goals for Wayne Rooney's been scoring a lot of goals in pre-season.
Well, Wayne had to get a goal. He was trying to score from everywhere tonight. He was chipping the ball, he was trying to score from the halfway line, but no, it was pleasing. He's looked very, very bright in pre-season. But it was also nice to see the interaction with the young players, with the more senior players in the team, and that went very, very well.
You had 2 first teamers playing tonight. Does that say a lot about the strength of the squad as we go into the new season?
Yeah, it does. We've got some quality. We've got quality in depth now. Like we said before, we've put 2 teams out in one evening, so they're all capable of playing for Manchester United, and that's important because it is going to be a long, hard season.
A few days to go now before the start of the season. Everybody optimistic? Everyone ready for it?
Yes, definitely. They're all raring to go now. There's only so much preparation you can do, and then you need the competition. So they're all in there, and they're all keen now to rest up, get back to training, and then play the games.
Well done tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers. Well, that's what Mickey Phelan thinks about it, but what do you think about it? The post-match phone-in, you can get in touch with your thoughts. Arthur Alberson and Mandy Henry in the studio for that one. Keeping the Scottish theme going, you can text MUTV Talk to 80088, MUTV at MUTV.com, or you can call us as well. Highlights, Glentoran versus Manchester United. That's tomorrow night. That's 6 o'clock here on MUTV. So, a new season is about to dawn. Lou Mackay, looking forward to it?
Certainly am, yeah. Again, tonight, I thought it was a typical Man United performance, professional. It's easy to come here, David, and sort of go through the motions and get the ball and flick it around and do things that a lot of players like to do, but not with this bunch. They've come here tonight and they've shown us what we hope lies ahead, which is beating teams and beating them comfortable, playing some wonderful football and not messing around and being professional in everything they do. And I think all of them, we've mentioned 2 or 3 players that played out there tonight, but I think you've got to look at the whole 11 and say, well done coming to Dunfermline. Scott Thompson obviously will be proud of tonight, and a night that he will never ever forget, thanks to those 11 players and Manchester United.
As ever, Lou, thanks very much indeed for your company. So the next time United will be in action, they will be defending their Premiership title. If you're not excited yet, you should be. Good night.
Fridays are all about the football on...
This is a great opportunity.
Get ready for the weekend with Fridays on MUTV.
TravelSupermarket.com compares the rates of over 100,000 hotels, over 50 car hire companies, and millions of flights, comparing quotes from online travel agents, tour operators, and budget and charter airlines.
Cool. We need to fly to Barcelona.
As soon as possible.
TravelSupermarket.com compares the market in seconds, making it easy for you to choose the best deal. TravelSupermarket.com, the price comparison site.
Este es el momento, listos para el encuentro. 6 contra mí, solo besarán el pavimento.
New season on MUTV.
Champions of England.
Always first with exclusive stories that matter to you.
Manchester United have announced a triple transfer swoop to send a clear message to our title rivals.
All the games, all the goals.
There's the chip. Oh, beautiful. And what a wonderful finish from Nani.
The return of your favourite shows.
When you're that good, it's that simple.
The manager's press conference.
Sometimes it's the obvious, it's so obvious.
Good morning, Manchester.
The Manchester's got a tremendous little saying.
Sing when you're winning.
Hello there, you're watching MUTV Betting Show.
And much, much more. Plus, don't miss the all-new big match with Dennis Irwin, with the weekend games shown the very next day.
You gotta see everything's looking nice.
Make sure you're watching a great new season on MUTV. If you're a Red, you need MUTV, the official channel of the Premiership champions.
Manchester United are once again champions of England.
The world's first and best club channel gets you closer to United, with unrivaled access to the team 7 days a week.
Welcome to Live from Old Trafford. I'm Hayley McQueen.
Plus, see every United game in full. All the goals, all the action.
Oh, what a start to the second half!
The Premiership.
John O'Shea has scored for United!
Champions League.
And it's their 7th for the night.
FA Cup.
United are on the way to Wembley and in style.
And Carling Cup.
What a moment for Kieran Lee!
Team news.
Team news is in.
Match previews and post-match phone-ins.
Really congratulate the team on how they played today.
MUTV are first with the big interviews.
Everything is okay, and this is why I signed.
Get the real story on your channel.
Anger in the game became more intense.
Get closer to your club with exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
To get an image with, Sir Alex and statue and all the players like this is fantastic.
See the stars of tomorrow with exclusive live reserves and academy games.
Great finish there.
Get more than the football with exclusive documentaries and special programmes.
The Manchester's got a tremendous little saying.
Plus a host of United favourites from the past give their expert analysis.
It's looking good, I gotta say it's looking good.
So for all the matches, exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes access, documentaries, entertainment, live reserve and academy matches, 7 days a week, don't miss out. Make sure you're part of the winning team.
It gets better and better.
Call 0870 848 688 now, and for just £6 a month, you could subscribe to MUTV, the world's best club channel, the official channel of Manchester United. Call 0870 848 688 now.